Hello everyone. If you have just purchased the hosting plan and you are seeing the direct admin control panel for the first time, so you may feel a little overwhelming because there are a lot of options and the UI is little different from our native cPanel. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you will learn exactly how to use direct admin and all the features you need to know. So let's dive right into the video. I'm your host Sambhav and I'm going to give you a full tour of Direct Admin panel in today's video. So as you have logged in into your Direct Admin panel, you may see this menu. This is the stats section where you see all the statistics about your hosting plan. How many disk space you have, the bandwidth, the inode limits, the email limits, FTP accounts limits, and many more. And here I have 30 GB of disk space. I have unlimited bandwidth, unlimited inode limit, and 10 email account limit, 3 FTP account limit, 8 database limit, and so on. So it may be different in your one according to your hosting plan. I have currently purchased my one from Bisup. So if you get your hosting plan from Bisup, you may get the hosting in little cheap price with high specs. All right. So here is the account manager section. In account manager section, there are different options like domains, subdomain management, DNS management, SSL certificates, and so on. We will see all these options in this video. So in the domain section, you will see how many domains you have in your web hosting panel. For me, I only have one domain hosted, that is this domain. You can add more domains if you want an add-on domain or want to park a domain. So you can click on add new and write the domain, the bandwidth limit, the disk usage limit, and the other options are here. All right, so moving on to subdomain management. So here you can create subdomains from a domain. Like if my domain is xyz.com, I can create abc.xyz.com. Like, let me show you an example. I can create a subdomain like let's say abc.mydomain.com and add subdomain. So my subdomain is created and it is as easy as it looks. Moving forward to DNS management, this is where you manage the DNS records for your domain, like the ename records, the ns records, the mx records, the txt records. So here you can do different changes in your DNS and you can manage your DNS records from this section. All right. So moving forward to the SSL certificate section. So from this is where you can activate the SSL certificate for your domain that is provided by a hosting provider if it is not activated yet. In most hosting providers, the SSL certificate is automatically activated, but if in any case your SSL certificate doesn't work, you can go to this section and manage your SSL certificates. Okay. Now into the FTP management section. This is where you can create an FTP account to connect to your hosting panel via FTP. So FTP is a tool or a system that is used to make a connection between the file managers of your local computer and the server. So from there you can upload files or you can download files. So here is the databases section. In the databases section, you can create a database or create a database user. Many more options are there. So if you want to create a database, you can just give it a name, a password, and just simply click on create. So here is the phpMyAdmin option. You can click here to log into phpMyAdmin to make modifications in your database. So this is the site redirect section. So from here you can set up redirects for your domain. Like if I wanna uh, redirect this domain to google.com, let's say I wanna redirect it to google.com. So I write here google.com and create. So if your domain is connected to your hosting panel fully, so it will set up a redirect for you. So this is the hotlink protection section. This is from where you can deny users from accessing the static files of your website via URL, like the JPG files, the JPEG files, or PNG files, many more. So this is the PHP settings section. This is like from where you can manage the PHP INI settings, like the display errors, the post max size, the memory limit, and many more. Moving forward to this email manager category. This is from where you can manage all things related to the email accounts of your cPanel. In the email account section, you can create an account. You can manage everything related to your account. Like if you wanna, let's say, change the password, or you wanna download the configurations for iOS, Mac, or any of the devices. So this is from where you can do that. So it can be a very useful feature if you wanna set up some autoresponders for your clients. So here is the vacation messages section. So let's say there's a scenario where you are off your keyboard or off your keyboard for a few days and you cannot log into your email account for a very long time. So what you can do is you can set up a vacation message, and anybody that messages you in the email will get an email back saying that you are on a vacation and you cannot reply the email right now. So you can set up the vacation message and you can put some custom template in it. That's your choice. So this is the spam filter section. In spam filter section, you can set up a filter to protect your email accounts from spam. So this is the MX records section. MX records are the DNS records in your domain that manages everything related to your domain and the email. So you can set up some MS records, you can add more MS records, you can delete it, and there is many more things that you can do in this MX record section. Okay, now moving forward to the advanced features, there is the Apache handler, which is your server's engine. So you can create a handler, you can give it a name, you can add an extension, and you can create. So you can simply create an Apache handler from here. Let's say you want an old backup from your site. So you go to this section, you can go to this restore backup section, and you can just restore your one of your backups and get your site back. From the create backup section, you can create a backup for your data, and it is a good practice to do regularly or once a week. The cron job section is used to set up a cron job, the automatic commands, the automatic things that you can set up are cron jobs. So you can create a cron job from here. You can run some specific command in your terminal. So yeah, you can set up a cron job from here. So yeah, different features like you can set up a two-step authentication for this account. You can set up some login keys, some password protected directories. You can from this password protected directory section, you can create some protective password for some of your folders, for some of the domains. So you can check this feature out. Here is the SSL keys section where you can create a key to log into your server via SSH. This is the Git section where you can create a version control. You can set up a version control directly in your DirectAdmin panel. So it will be easy for you to communicate between the local PC's website and the server's hosted website. And here is the WordPress Manager option. In the WordPress Manager option, you can set up WordPress in some of your domains. If you want to install WordPress, you can do it from this section. Moving on to system info and file section. This is an important category because you have your file manager here from where you can manage your files, your folders. Going back. So here is the terminal from where you can run some specific commands to do some specific thing in your server. The Perl modules section where you can install the modules. The system information, the information of your system. You can see the user statistics, the detailed one than I showed you in the first part of the video. And here are the logs section for your website. In this extra features, you have different features like from your native DirectAdmin features like the RoundCube webmail, the PHP the Accelerate WP. You can use this setup Node.js app to host a Node.js app in your DirectAdmin panel. You can change the PHP version from the select PHP version section. If you want to host a Python app, a Django app, a Flask app, you can do that from this section of DirectAdmin called Setup Python App. Here are your resource usage section from where you can see your resource usage. So these are the different software that is built in installed in DirectAdmin to give you extra features rather than the native ones. In the support and help section, there is this help section from where you can get help from DirectAdmin itself. You can create a ticket from where if you're facing any issue in your site. The messages section that is sent to you via your hosting provider or DirectAdmin. And here is the documentation and the tickets that are raised. Thank you, everyone. I hope this video gave you a clear idea about the DirectAdmin control panel, and I hope this UI doesn't look you very different, very uneasy from now onwards as I have explained you all the features.